Okay guys, we will talking about the combination in this section. So let's recall example 1 in the permutation section. Example 1, in how many ways we can arrange two people in a queue from three people, Amy, Bernard, and Carol. So, and then I want you to compare with these questions. Math competition is closed. We have to choose two people from three, Amy, Bernard, and Carol. So it's similar guys. We have to choose two people from three people, yeah. In how many ways we can choose them? Okay, so but the purpose of choosing is different from example 1 and the next question. So from example 1, the purpose to choose the two people is to arrange them. To arrange them means you can arrange them like Amy and Bernard, and then Amy and Carol. And Amy and Bernard is different with Bernard and Amy, ya, because they are in a queue, ya. Queue itu artinya if the first person is Amy, it will be different. We can differ her if the first person is Bernard, ya. Jadi urutannya kalau berbeda itu kita bisa bedain guys. Kalau yang ngantri pertamanya Amy sama yang ngantri pertamanya Bernard kan kita bisa tahu mana yang lebih depan, ya. Amy yang lebih depan lah, Bernard lebih depan lah. So the order is important. For example 1, the order of the arrangement is important, ya. So when we took two person to stand in a queue, that means we have to arrange them. But for the next question, one math competition is closed. We have to choose two people from three, ya. For math competition, I don't think the order is very important. It's important actually, ya. So it's not important. The order is not important. We can choose Amy and Bernard, and it's still the same with Bernard and Amy, right? Because it's only for competition. It doesn't have to be Amy first, Bernard the second. It doesn't have to like that, yeah. So I think the order for this question is not important, the second question. So after we know the differences in these two questions, let's take a conclusion. So we already know that for the example 1 we have to solve it using permutation, right? Or maybe filling slot. Filling slot is parts of permutation, so let's call it permutation, yeah. So we have to solve the example 1 using permutation, but for the next question you have to solve it using combination, yeah. You cannot use permutation if there are no order of arrangement. You cannot use the permutation if the order is not important, yeah. So you have to use combination if the order is not important. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is use permutation when the order of object is important, and use combination if the order of the object is not important. The combination is like this. Combination of R object from N object is NCR equals to N factorials over N minus R factorials and then R factorials, yeah. So you already learned this combination in the binomial theorem, right? But it's only on how to calculate the result without using calculator maybe, yeah. And for this one, I give you the formula N factorials over N minus R factorials, R factorials, but later you can use your calculator also. Next is example 1. Math competition is closed, so we have to choose two people from three, Amy, Bernard, and Carol. In how many ways we can choose them? Okay, so we have three people. We have to choose two from three. Okay, so let's say it will be 3C2, yeah. 3C2. Two people, choose from three. Okay, from three people we have to choose two. You can think like that. So 3 factorials over 3 minus 2 factorials times 2 factorials. If you don't use your calculator, you will calculate it like this. This one is 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 factorial is 1 times 2 times 1, yeah. So the result will be 3. We have 3 ways to choose them. Okay, how about example 2? For example 2, it will be harder because the question contain certain restriction, yeah. So a committee of 5 members is to be selected from 6 seniors and 10 juniors. So from this one we already have 10 people, yeah. 10 people, 6 seniors and 4 juniors. Contain 6 senior and 4 juniors. Find the number of ways in which this can be done if there are no restriction. Okay, so let's take a look at the order is important or not, yeah. We have to analyze the order of arrangement. A committee of 5 members, so we have to choose 5 people from 10 people, right? Only choosing, guys, not arrange them, not to arrange them. We only choose people. If we only want to choose people, that means the order is not important, so we have to use combination, yeah. Or we can say this one is no order. No order means combination. Okay, let's use combination to solve the A. For A, there are no restriction. That means from 10 people, we can choose 5. 10, C, 5. For this one, I don't think we can calculate it manually because the result will be a large number, yeah. So let's use the calculator. 10C5 equals to, oh no, the result is small numbers, guys, so I think you can do manually. And then the committee has exactly 3 seniors. Okay, so for this one we have a restriction. The restriction says 3 seniors, yeah. Okay, and then please take notes that the restriction in combination usually about the number of objects. Yeah, the restriction in combination usually about the number of objects, and the restriction in permutation is usually about the arrangement. Yeah, like the boys are together, boys at the front. Yeah, if the question is about combination, usually they are talking about the numbers. Yeah, the restriction is about the numbers. So let's take a look at B. Exactly 3 seniors. Ya, 3 seniors. The number is 3. Ya, bukan arrangementnya, tapi numbersnya. Nah, itu biasanya restriction di combination. Ya, so the committee has exactly 3 seniors. Okay, so let's think about thing like this. Ya, so we have to choose 5 members, right? We have to choose 5 members from 10 people. Okay, but there are some restrictions, yeah. 3 seniors, so the members should contain 3 seniors, and the next one is exactly 3 seniors, yeah. So the next one will be juniors. That means 2 juniors, 3 seniors and 2 juniors. It has to be like this because the question says exactly, guys, yeah. So it has to be 3 seniors and 2 juniors. And we also have the number of seniors and juniors. There are 6 seniors available and 4 juniors available. Okay, so for this one we can write 6C3 times with 4C2. Okay, here's the thing, guys. When the question asks you something, that means the question give you a task to calculate, right? When you are not finished calculate the questions, the one possibilities of the questions, that means you have to add, multiply them. So let's say that after you write this 6C3, have you finished the task that the question give you? Yeah, not yet. Yeah, why? Because the question says you have to choose 5 members. From this point, at this point, you already choose 3, but not 5. That means you are not finished. You have to finish it until you have these 5 members. Yeah, so if you are not finished doing the task, that means you have to multiply. Okay, let's multiply using the calculator. 6C3 times 4C2. I have 120 as the result. Yeah, 120 ways. Okay, so this is the answer for question B. Next is question C, where the committee has at least 1 junior. Okay, this is for B, and this one is for C. At least 1 junior. Okay, let's copy this one. Copy this one. Okay, so now the question wants you to find the number of way at least 1 junior. Yeah, at least 1 junior. So I think the probability will be, the possibilities will be 1 junior. It can be 1 junior, and then 4 seniors, right? We have to choose 5. So if there are 1 juniors, we need 4 seniors. At least 1. Okay, at least 1. Okay, so at least 1 junior, 4 seniors. And then the second possibilities can be 2 junior and 3 seniors, right? 3 seniors. And the next is 2 seniors. Yeah, 2 seniors. 2 seniors, and then 3 juniors. 3 juniors, and then the last one is 1 senior, and also 4 juniors. Okay, so we have to calculate this using combination. So I will write 6C4 times 4C1. Then for this one is 6C3 times 4C2. And then for this one is 6C2 times 4C3. And then for this one is 6C1 times with 4C4. Yeah, so let's find the result using your calculator. So you have 6C4 times with 4C1, it will become 60, and then 6C3 times 4C2, it will become 120. For this one, 6C2 times 4C3, it will become 60, and the last one is 6 times 1, yeah, equals to 6. So overall, we will have 246 ways to choose them. But I think this calculation is too long to do, yeah, so I think we need another simpler way to solve the questions. Let's take a look at another method. So let's say that the question wants you to find at least 1 junior, yeah, at least 1 junior. Let's think like this, guys. So let's find the number of possibilities without restriction. So without restriction, we have 252 ways, right? In these ways, yeah, these ways, 252 ways, it contain no juniors, right? There are no juniors, and then 1 juniors. Am I right? 1 junior, and then 2 juniors, and then 3 juniors, and then 4 juniors, like that. Okay, so 252 is contain no junior, 1 junior, 2 junior, 3 junior, and 4 junior. And the question asks you for this one, 1 junior until 4 juniors. That means we can think about the reverse method, the reverse calculation. Yeah. So instead of calculating 1 junior, 2 junior, 3 junior, and 4 junior, let's calculate no junior because it will be shorter than before. Yeah. So let's try to find no juniors. no juniors means zero junior, and then for the seniors we have to pick 4. Yeah, so the combination will be 4C0 times we have 6 seniors, yeah, 6C4, and the answer is 6C4 equals to 15. We have 15 ways like this, and then the question doesn't want you to find the no junior, right? The question wants you to find this one. And then how to solve it? Yeah, of course, 252 minus the no junior. Okay, so let's try that. 252 minus no juniors equals to 15 equals to 252 minus 15, 237. Oops, I'm so sorry, my mistake. So the seniors is not 4, yeah, it should be 5. My god. Okay, so the seniors should be 5, yeah, because we have to take 5%, right? I forget 5, yeah, I thought it's 4. So 65 equals to 6 ways, and then 252 minus 6 will be 246, yeah. And that's the end of these chapters. I hope that you can understand these chapters well. If you don't understand anything about this one, just chat me or ask me questions. Yeah, thank you for watching, and we will meet again later in my next video. Bye.